So there's 7 million tons of trash buried here. This is about a 300-acre site. It's sobering, quite frankly. Every load that's tipped here, you've just thrown away value. The amount of corrugated cardboard, fiber, plastic, you can see all the bags, it's just unreal. But this is what people don't see. It's fantastic that they can place their material in a cart, it goes through the curb, and then no one really thinks about it unless their driver happens to miss their route. But this is the reality of most trash across the country, certainly in Michigan, and unfortunately for Kent County. We have our waste energy facility, we have our recycling facility, but there's so much material that's brought to the landfill. But what they do is they tip here, then there's a dozer up there that pushes that trash around, and then there's a compactor up there as well that's then compacting it in place, and you put this material in like 10-foot lifts, and then at the end of the day you use what's called daily cover, and that covers the material so it doesn't blow away and keeps the smell down and things of that nature. And then the next day you scrape that off, and it's another day.
Just amazed by the sea of seagulls.
Isn't that crazy? Well, it's lunch and breakfast, and they get 3 squares up here. Here's the thing about recycling is there's a cost to separating it back out. It does cost more than burying it in a hole in the ground, but this to me is maddening, because this isn't like, well, it's just a busy day. No, this is every day in one community, and it's repeated probably in 40 other locations in the state. With and you go, okay, how is this sustainable? How is this a solution for our future? This landfill, when it's full in 2030, we have a minimum of 30 years of what's called due care, post-closure due care. We'll be managing this site actively to at least 2060. And so you think about grandkids, you think about that next generation, you just ask yourself, how does that make sense? All right, let's get you out so you can get a real feel for it.
Feel the ground vibrate.
Yeah, it's stable, but you're standing on trash. You're probably standing on about 100 feet of trash right now. I would say that used to be part of a couch. You can see the metal, and there's the foam, and there's some fabric. Mac and cheese dinner. Look at that, nice. Yeah, so one truck after another all day long. A couple hundred trucks a day, over 1,000 tons a day. Over $1 million of deposit containers come here every year. $1 million are thrown away every year in Kent County. I think the most disappointing thing here is once he's pushed that into the pile, it's never coming back. It's gone for ever. Right there, that's all scrap steel. I've been in the industry for about 25 years and watched for many years this unfolding every day. And where we knew we had solutions like waste energy and recycling, I was convinced that someday we could find a better solution other than landfilling. And that's really been that learning process the last few years, asking companies that have technologies and have forward-thinking vision about what could we do differently. And all the plastic film and the paper, the continuous material solution, they can make a building product, that roof cover board that we talked about. And so why wouldn't you use that as a feedstock instead of burying it here? That's the last cell that we'll construct here, and then that will be full. If you kind of go over that tree line right there, the property that we've been buying for the last 20 years, thinking forward about what do we do with our trash and planning for new landfill expansion, that 250 acres just south of us here will become the sustainable business park. And we're going to continue to work with our county commissioners and Board of Public Works and stakeholders in the community to talk about it, share our common vision about what we want to do instead of this.